Panic, everybody. Come on in. I'm still setting this up. I'm a little late. Wait, maybe if I sit back, it'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I tell if I bloodshot eyes. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm tired. I don't know. Can you hear me? Let's see. Why is my I wonder if this is working. This is making some noise. Can you tell me if you can hear me? Everybody, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Thumbs up. I got a thumbs up there. All right, getting some thumbs up. But I don't know if that's just you're checking in because my AirPods. Yes, okay. Thank you, Roberta. My AirPods are. Thanks, Jill. It's blinking up above my head. You can't see that, I don't think, but there's just this AirPod icon. What's happening, David? That is not helpful. David says, "K." Um, okay, there's Jim Tellman. All right, everyone. Okay, well, come on. I'm going to ignore this flashing icon above my head that you can't see right here. Flash off, flash off. It's very distracting, but I'm going to go with it. Okay. Hey, here's one of our parishes, by the way. I believe that is Elizabeth, little St. Elizabeth Church here in well, north of Pensacola. It's really beautiful. But anyway, okay, great. So, hello everybody. Welcome. It's Thursday. Um, Boring night, nothing going on today in our country, which is great. Just kidding. I know that some of you are probably going to watch the debate. I'm going to read a good book during that time. I'm going to try to be more, I want my time to be a little more productive than watching, uh, yeah, that. Anyway, so I won't be doing that. But anyway, maybe you will be, so I'll have you out of here before the debate starts. Then I'll turn off all social media and TV and just read a book and pray for our country. How about that? Okay, great. So last week, I had three friends with me, Raphael and Mike and Brian, and that was fun. Thank you for letting me host them. Although it's interesting, I noticed this. So there weren't that many views, which is fine. I think only a couple hundred as opposed to 1,000, which is what I usually have. And I've noticed this. If I'm wearing a regular shirt like I was last week, um, the viewership goes down, way down. But if I'm wearing the clerics like I am, it goes back up again. I don't know what it is. I don't know. People look, not you, but others, and just see the thumbnail and they're like, I'm not going to watch this clown. But if I'm a bishop or priest, they're like, hey, this might be interesting. Anyway, just a thought. But even though I was doing some exercise and still sweating a little bit, I put this back on and got dressed for you. I was playing with the Oculus, the virtual reality. I was boxing, and it's pretty fun, getting a lot of good exercise. Debbie, if you're watching, my health coach, I know she wants me to do that more, to use the Oculus to get more cardio workout. So, so I was doing it. You can give me a thumbs up today. That's great. And so anyway, speaking of Debbie, the health coach, I get to see her today. She checks in with all of us priests every quarter, just asks how we're doing, what's our diet like, our exercise, and then takes vitals a lot of times. But it's really a good thing. It's really a neat thing for me and for all of our priests. But then after our meeting today, I thought, because we met in my office, after that, I thought, okay, great, it's over. I've got to get to work. And she said, well, all right, I've got to go to another meeting. Can you? And I said, okay, great, you know the way. And she said, well, can you walk me down? And I thought, walk you down? I'm not gonna, I mean, I'm a gentleman, but walk you down to the front door? No, you know the way down. She said, well, I just have to get something for you. I'm like, all right, fine. So we walked down and we got down to the first floor and I smelled some really good food. And I thought, that's weird. It's only 11 o'clock. People are already cooking lunch here at work. And then she said, could we just go in here? I need to ask you one more thing. And I thought, oh, you want to go into the big staff room. So I went in there, surprise, happy birthday. Tomorrow's my birthday and I won't be here. I'll be in South Bend. And so they wanted to surprise me. And they got me. You know, every year we have a little, you know, clap, clap. And cake or something like that. But today they had a whole lunch out there. I had no idea what was happening. So it was a really fun lunch there with the staff. And I did have some cake and everything. And so that was really good. So, but my birthday is tomorrow. I keep messing up the time when I was born. I was sure it was 4:37 a.m. I don't know why. I just had that written down. And so on my 30th birthday, I woke my mom up at 4:37 a.m. And I said, "Hey, 30 years ago, what were you doing?" I was in bed, Bill, or I was sleeping, Bill. Don't do that again. So I thought it was 4:37 p.m. But again, I find out it's wrong. It was 9:19 a.m. So 9:19 a.m. I will turn 57 and start my 58th year. So that's pretty cool. Never been 57. Don't know what to expect, but I'm pretty excited. That's next year. That's tomorrow. And then I'm going to Indiana where I will celebrate the wedding of my great niece, Emily, and her fiance, Jackson, on Saturday. It's the first great niece or nephew to get married out of 44 of them. So, and it's nice having a brother who's a priest as well, Neil, Father Neil. He and I can take turns. So we do take turns with weddings and funerals and everything else in our family baptisms. So it's great. They keep us busy, but it's just the nieces and nephews and their children. So that'll be this weekend, and then I'll be back in the diocese after that. And then just one other thing. I know I talked a lot about paprika last time, my new favorite spice. And so thank you to Sue, who was watching, who brought a smoked paprika, smoked Spanish sweet paprika. Say that 10 times fast. I'm putting it on everything. It is good on eggs, that's for sure. But I mean, meat, fish, cold cereal, I love it. I don't know if it's good for you or not. I don't think you should inhale it like that up your nose, but I did. But anyway, I like it a lot. Okay, that's sorry to waste your time. I hope I'm not wasting your time. But so with all this, just it's always good to kind of relax, and not relax, but hear some good things, especially because people are anxious about this being an election year and the debate and whatever tonight. So what I'm going to do is do a beep beep story, because we need a little beep beep, don't we? I know for some of you, you're thinking, oh no, here we go. But hopefully some of you also are like, hey, I like beep beep. Give the guy a break. So it's meant just as a fun thing, just as a little diversion. And I run out of things to say otherwise. So you're going to get a beep beep story. And somebody recommended Beep Beep Goes to the Beach. So I was thinking about that. It's a little tricky with the car at a beach. There's always some tension. There's always some angst, but usually ends up, good for all. So I had to think about this. I think I got a little story. We'll see where it goes. I don't know where it's going to go, but here we go. Is there anything else I wanted to share with you? No, not right now. So here we go. Excuse me. Who's that car running down the street? Little red car. It's got to be beep beep. No, the children go beep beep, go beep beep, go beep beep, go. Don't you love the CGI here? Man, I was working on that a lot. I have two beep beeps actually, or two cars, two little red cars. Thank you to some of our viewers. This one says Bishop Walk, and I think it says beep beep on the back or something. I don't know, or up there, beep beep. Anyway, okay, so today Beep Beep goes to the beach. Beep Beep has always heard about the beach. His family loves to go to the beach. They live so close to the beach. He doesn't really know what humans do at the beach, but he knows that they like to go to the beach, especially when it's sunny, nice in the summer, in the spring and the fall. Well, anyway, the family is going to go to the beach. So they get into the car, and Beep Beep's like, oh, yay, we get to go to the beach. You see, he's not so excited because he doesn't get to go to the beach. He sits in a hot parking lot while the humans go to the beach for several hours. Not Beep Beep's favorite thing to do. But nonetheless, they get in, they load him up, and they drive to the beach. They go over the first bridge. He likes that because at least he gets to see water. Thanks a lot, humans. And then they go over the second bridge. Now they're on Pensacola Beach. And, a lot of people, a lot of excitement. Yay, that's great. But Beep Beep's just sad, Anyway, they drive and they park in their favorite usual spot there in the church parking lot. It says don't park here, but they know that they're not going to get towed. So beep beep, and they park in the usual parking spot. It's on the right there in front of it. It says reserved for Irish Monsignors, and beep beep didn't know what that was, but then he heard them talking about the Monsignor who works there, and they're like, "Oh, very funny. Okay, so that's his parking lot. Well, they shouldn't park here. They're not an Irish Monsignor." But it's okay because the bishop can park or I mean, Beep Beep can park wherever he wants at a church, so that's where he parks. So anyway, so they get out, they smear themselves with sunscreen and they're spraying themselves, and that's annoying to Beep Beep because not only does he not get to go to the beach, he has to sit in a hot parking lot, but now he's got to breathe in all these fumes for the sunscreen that's all over the place. It's just like, get it over with, just go, get out of here. Beep Beep's in a bad mood, so the family loads up, takes their radio, and does anyone bring a radio? Anyway, their speaker, their umbrellas, their balls, their toys, their all this stuff, and chairs, and the cooler, of course. And they head out. And Beep Beep's like, great, here we go. Now it's going to be about 5 hours where I just sit here staring at the wall at the sign that says reserved for Irish Monsignors. Anyway, but then he's there for a little while, and he's like, you know what? No. I think I deserve to see the beach. In fact, I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but I feel like I have to go to the beach. I know they don't like it when I drive when they're not driving me, but something tells me I just need to go. I need to be there. All right, so Beep Beep drives. He backs up out of the parking spot and he drives toward the beach. He sees that the walkway there over the little sand dune, and he thinks, I better not go on that beach right there because that's where the humans are. So he drives parallel to the beach on the road, and he sees another walkway. That's the one he goes over, slowly going over. It's getting a lot of stairs. Cars are not supposed to drive on this path, but he does. And he comes right over the sand hill, little dune there, and oh my goodness. Beep Beep is treated to a beautiful, beautiful view. It's like a painting. The water is so green, blue-green. No wonder they call it the Emerald Coast. And there's fluffy clouds in the sky and everything, and people are laughing and swimming, and kids are making sandcastles, and others are playing volleyball over here, and Beep Beep's like, wow, this is the beach. This is awesome. I wonder what I can do. And he's thinking, well, I'll just watch the humans. And he sees some people walking along and they're picking up shells. And he's like, yeah, no, can't do that. He sees others swimming, and throwing a frisbee in the water. And he's like, I definitely can't do that. He sees others, digging a hole and, kind of just playing in there and all that stuff in the sand. He's like, these are all fun things for humans. I'm a car. I can't do anything. Why did I even come here? Why am I even here? He says. And he's just looking around feeling sad because, he thought, hey, this is going to be exciting. He's going to have a fun day at the beach. It's not so fun for a car. So he's just sitting there, but then all of a sudden he sees something. Nobody else sees it. He sees a little child, a little human child. It's a little girl, a toddler. And she's toddling, all right, but she's toddling toward the water. And nobody is watching her. Can't believe it, but the parents are not watching. They're playing or they're listening to music and everything. So this little girl's going, and Beep Beep's like, she's not going to go in the water. Surely she's not going to go in the water, or the humans are going to see her and stop her. Beep Beep doesn't swim, but he knows that humans, especially little humans, should not go in the water alone like this. She keeps going, this little girl, and she's getting in the sand that's getting wet, and she's that close to the water, and Beep Beep's like, he panics, so he honks himself really loud. Honk! And then all the humans look around. First they look at Beep Beep, but then they look at this little girl, and they run out and grab her just before she's in the water. Whew. Yeah, that was close. But then they look back at Beep Beep like, wait a minute. Why is there a car out here? This is not for cars. Who's in that car? And they start to come toward Beep Beep, this little crowd. Beep Beep panics, of course. So he backs up. And as he's backing up, he doesn't know it, but he hooks this kite string around the bumper. And then he slowly starts to go forward. He doesn't want to go really fast, and he can't because it's sand, but he starts to go forward. And they're kind of like jogging after him, like, you can't park here, get out of here. And Beep Beep's going, And Beep Beep doesn't know it, but all of a sudden it pulls the string that's stuck in the bumper, which pulls the kite, which goes way up in the air. And this little boy's like, yay, because he'd been trying to fly the kite, but he couldn't run fast enough to get it up in the air. And just then it releases from the bumper, and the kid catches the stick, and he's got the kite, and he's so happy. And Beep Beep just kind of drives away and thinks, phew, okay, well, at least I did two good things today. Maybe that's why I felt like I should be here. I saved that little girl, and that boy's happy now. And he's like, okay, good. Now I got to get out of here because I don't want to get in trouble. I just want to go home. I'm done with the beach. Well, just then he sees again another thing happen, and he sees this person, this adult out there, and this person's swimming way too far out there. And this doesn't happen at Pensacola Beach, but it does happen at some beaches, where all of a sudden Beep Beep's like, "What is that thing in the? Is that a toy? Is that a frisbee near this man?" No, I think it's a shark. I've seen pictures. It's a little shark coming after this person. And now the man sees it, and he's flailing around and everything. And Beep Beep's like, "Oh my gosh, someone's got to do something." And he starts honking again. But this time the humans, they don't go out there because they're scared. They're like, "Mister, come in, come in. There's a shark." The guy's like, "I know, it's right near me." And he's freaked out so much so that he can't swim. Everybody panics on the shore. Beep Beep's like, "Oh my gosh, these humans are crazy. They're not. I thought they loved each other. I thought they were going to go save a human, but they didn't." So Beep Beep's like, "Well, I can't go out there. I'm a car. I can't swim. But what's going to happen? That guy's going to, if he panics and he can't swim, he's going to die. Or maybe the shark's going to get him." So Beep Beep's like, "Oh, I don't care. I need to do something." So Beep Beep, the car, mind you, starts driving as fast as he can toward the water. Beep Beep, he's driving so fast on the water that he hydroplanes actually on the water, and he's driving out toward the man. And as he's going by, he opens his door like that, and the man grabs the window. And Beep Beep is going so fast, he just keeps going with the man hanging on the window, and he drives all the way back into the beach. And then the man lets go, and Beep Beep goes off into the off the dune there, on the other side of the dune. And everyone's like, "Wow, oh, you saved that car. That car? What? The car saved you." And Beep Beep's like, "I saved him." And Beep Beep drives back quickly, back to the parking spot, back to the parking spot that says reserved for Irish Monsignors. And he parks there. Well, he forgot to close the door, actually, so he's parked there like this. And then it was just in time, too, because here come the humans, and they start to come toward the car, and he realizes, "Oh, I forgot to close my door." So quietly, that wasn't quiet. He closes the door, and he sits there, and the family gets there, and they're like, "Hey, why is the car wet? Did it rain?" "I don't think so." "Why is there sand in the tires and everything?" "I don't know. Maybe we just forgot to wash it or something like that." Anyway, get in, everyone. And they get in, and they pack all their stuff in, and they drive home. The end of the story. What an amazing story, though. I had no idea that it was going to happen like that. I didn't know Beep Beep. I thought he was just going to save that little toddler and the kid's kite. I had no idea when I started this that Beep Beep was going to save a man, an adult, from a shark by driving out there and letting him grab onto the open door. Man, that car, that is some car. That car continues to surprise me. I don't know about you. But anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking with it. Just something to give you a little lighthearted humor, something to put a smile on your face, especially these days. All right. Okay, everybody. Thanks to everybody for watching. It's fun to go around the diocese and sometimes even to other cities and have people approach me and they say, "How's Beep Beep?" Or, "I watch all the time." So that's really neat. So I'm humbled by that, and hope that it helps you and brings us all close together. Okay, it's time for me to eat. I'm gonna have a little pot pie, I think, and then I have to pack up and get up very early to fly to South Bend tomorrow morning. So thanks for watching, and know that I'm praying for you and all of your prayers, all of your intentions. I have a whole list of intentions that I carry around my pocket, and so I want to pray for all those folks. Some folks, Brother Richard, with whom I worked at Andre House for 7 years, he was there for more than 30 years. He died, and so I want to pray for the repose of his soul and another former parishioner from Colorado Springs who was in my youth group when I was there as a new priest, and she died of cancer. And so I pray for her, for Josie, and for all those who are sick and who are in need of prayers, as well as for you and for your intentions. O good and gracious God, bless us. Listen to our prayers. Give us not only what we want, but especially what we need. May your will be done in our lives and in the lives of our friends, our family members, and those whose intentions we lift up to you today. Bless our country. Help us to be healed of division and any kind of acrimony, so that we may rejoice in the freedoms and the gifts that we have been given and share them with one another and with the whole world. Bless us all tonight and always, I pray, through Christ our Lord. May Almighty God bless you, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Have a great night and a great weekend.